The multiverse was destroyed and all that remains is BattleWorld, a massive patchwork planet composed of worlds that no longer exist, maintained by the will of its god and master, Victor Von Doom. A family in one such domain has found themselves scrounging against the odds to find food and shelter in a land overrun with bloodthirsty alien insects. Their long-lost mother, a member of the Nova Corps, is their only chance for survival. Anwen's father and sister found safety at their rendezvous point, only to notice that after a blur of blue lightning, the bugs are gone. Anwen and a Nova Corpsman is coming their way. Fast. Landing on location, Anwen and her father embraces each other in their arms, and the mother has finally returned home. The mother has brought gifts for her daughters at the behest of her husband. She gives Anwen a gift of power. Anwen has always hated that star. She blamed her mother for choosing it instead of her family. But Anwen realizes that her mother didn't wear the star because she wanted to, but because she had to. And now, Anwen, a Nova Corpsman, is the newest recruit to join her mother in their crusade. The mother offers the same power to the youngest daughter, but instead of accepting that power, she gives it to their dog. This in turn transforms their canine to the very first dog-type Nova Corpsman to join their ranks. Moments later, the entire family has been inducted and their very first training session is to learn how to fly. While in flight, Anwen shows her mother the blue stone that she found inside of a bug's nest. "The Mind Stone," the mother replies, but their conversation is interrupted as a horde of flyers are heading straight for them. Their next step in training is target practice, and thus the family forms a circle and begins to unload everything they got at the flyers. With his new powers, Zigzag the dog is holding his own against their current threat at hand. Before, they would see the bugs and run. Heck, they even got good at it. But now, equipped with a Nova's power, they can fight and they can win. But the horde of flyers keep coming at them like an endless raging waterfall. Then hope arrives in the form of a blue mind gem. Anwen's mother holds the gem high and a burst of blue explodes. This in turn causes the horde of flyer bugs to retreat back to where they came. While they retreat, Anwen's mother states that the first rule of a Nova is to never spare a bug. Their threat has been immobilized and the group now flies towards a Nova compound, but arriving on location, what they found was a ravaged, destroyed bunker. 30 Novas are lost and this was their last base of operations. The bad news does not end there as their mother realizes that this last base harbors something of great value, the other stone. The group rushes towards the chamber to find that the stone is indeed gone, and what's left is only the Gauntlet. This Gauntlet can carry the stones and will protect the user from the destructive powers of the Six, but the bugs couldn't have known about this, no. Someone else had to have known. The mother discovers foot tracks leading away from the Gauntlet, which could only mean one thing. Someone used the bug attacks as a cover to steal the stones. Elsewhere, Star-Lord returns to his ship greeted by fellow teammate Gamora. He has been to the Nova base, and his trip was not in vain. The possession of the Purple Stone now belongs to the Guardians of Nowhere. Sometime in the future, Thanos is in a death battle with an unknown Corpsman. Possessing 2 stones, the Nova takes a fight to the Mad Titan. Thanos cannot win and uses a stone to teleport away. Returning to the present, the Mad Titan is furious. "Again, the same damn outcome again," he screams. He heads down through the wreckage of the old world, only to be greeted by none other than himself. 2 Mad Titans, one not from this time. "I would just have to try harder," the new Mad Titan states. But the battle-scarred Thanos raises his hand and blasts a hole right through his other self. The body falls to the floor and the surviving Thanos picks up another orange stone. He states, "It's time for a new strategy." What's going on, guys? Welcome to Comic Island. My name is Joey and today we are reviewing and recapping the Infinity Gauntlet issue number 2. So we had a great opening with issue 1 and I was hoping that the same momentum would build from there, but nope, it didn't. This is an average issue and there were quite a few things I found great about it, but of course no comic is without sin. So let's go over a few bad things and then we can end it on a high note. The dialogue felt off to me. It was nothing special and I felt borderline bored in a few scenes, and then when my boredom was piqued, I found grammar and typing errors. Damn, I was disappointed. So when I got to page 18, I believe, I stopped to realize that I don't know who I should be rooting for and bond with. Issue 1 did a great job connecting us to Anwen and the side characters, aka her family, and I felt something when the grandfather sacrificed his life to save Anwen. Now we got the mother back and her character felt bland. So when the family got Nova Stars, I was like, this is gonna be awesome. We got one battle with the bugs, and it felt like a filler. I didn't sense any danger and panic, whereas Issue 1 made me feel that. There's 5 Nova horsemen fighting a herd of mindless bugs. Even though only the mother was trained, I didn't feel the sense of panic that I felt the first issue where the family had no powers and had to run from the first horde of bugs. So with all that said, I don't know who I'm supposed to be rooting for. I feel nothing for the mother, and N1 felt like she was pushed aside in order to give her mom more screen time. The father and little sister are only supporting characters, and then we got more introduction to an already crowded cast. We got the Guardians of Nowhere? With Star-Lord's introduction, I was more confused than happily surprised. This is getting too crowded. So let's get into what worked for me in this issue. Thanos being Thanos. There is now time traveling involved. I'm on the fence about this. Time traveling, if done right, is one of the best gimmicks in any story, but more often than not, I see this plot twist used in a very bad way that would end up screwing up continuity and raising a ton more unanswered questions than anything. But what the heck, I'm a sucker for the Mad Titan, always chasing after the Infinity Gauntlet and the stones like a fat kid and his cake. So for that, I give this issue a pass. So now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this issue? Please let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time in another Secret Wars tie-in.